What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D, and once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. So, the reason why MAGAs absolutely love Kash Patel is because he is them. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that means. But Donald Trump is hoping to have his cabinet in place by Inauguration Day, and although I realize he will get some of these people in because Democrats will make deals with them, Democrats cannot go down without a good fight.
So what can you do from Homeland Security standpoint?
Well, the first thing you got to do is we got to get Kristi Noem in there. We got to get, again, Trump's nominees in there confirmed quickly. We got to get them in there by January 20th. They should be ready to go so that when President Trump's inaugurated, we have a full cabinet in place. That's the job of the United States Senate for the next 2 weeks.
And they're going to do everything that they can to try and fast track these people through. And remember, most of these people are going to be yes men and yes women because Donald Trump learned from his first administration that people who get in his way, although might be good for the country, are not good for his agenda. And this is why I think Kash Patel is not it.
We already know Kash Patel is an election-denying, QAnon-subscribing conspiracy theorist with a political axe to grind. But his nomination also shines a light on the power of the FBI and the risk of abuse if that power is in the wrong hands. We know that because we've seen it before. Under former FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover, the Bureau often acted with impunity, engaging in illicit searches and seizures, wiretaps, break-ins, and even carrying out illegal arrests. Of course, the Bureau has seen some reforms since the Hoover era, thank goodness, but it still doesn't take much imagination to understand what Kash Patel could do if he's confirmed as director. That's why his nomination is so alarming to people like John Bolton, Trump's former national security advisor, who was Patel's boss during Trump's first term. In a Wall Street Journal op-ed this week, Bolton actually compared Patel to the head of the Soviet secret police under Joseph Stalin, a guy who imprisoned 1 million political opponents on false or exaggerated charges.
So here's the deal. Republicans love to claim that the Biden administration weaponized the Department of Justice and the government against Republicans. They really want you to believe that Donald Trump was not indicted by a grand jury and then found guilty by a jury of his peers. But that's exactly what happened. And because they're still upset by the fact that the justice system worked against Donald Trump, Kash Patel is saying, without any pause at all, that he's going to weaponize any agency he's in charge of against Democrats and even the media.
We will go out and find the conspirators, not just in government, but in the media. Yes, we're going to come after the people in the media who lied about American citizens, who helped Joe Biden rig presidential elections. We're going to come after you. Whether it's criminally or civilly, we'll figure that out. But yeah, we're putting you all on notice. And Steve, this is why they hate us. This is why we're tyrannical. This is why we're dictators.
And that's crazy to me. You can on one hand say that you're against weaponization, but then on the other say you're going to weaponize. Especially when you're loved because you're a full-on QAnon guy. That is why MAGAs love him. They see themselves in his crazy cult conspiracy theory eyes.
Patel has dipped his toe into this QAnon world a bit over the years, has flirted with it.
On Truth Social, there's a Q account. Whether or not it's the real Q, I'm not going to get into.
Are you a QAnon? So like everything else, you have to have fun with it. The Q thing is a movement. A lot of people attach themselves to it. I disagree with a lot of what that movement says, but I agree with what a lot of that movement says.
Q has been so right on so many things. I'll get off that subject.
No, he has, and I agree with you. He has. He has, and you got to harness that following that Q has garnered, and just sort of tweak it a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah. We need to urge our senators not to confirm this guy. He is bad for the FBI and bad for America. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.